Boys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing something that I haven't done this year yet, and with Team of the Season fast approaching, it's finally time to get the first one out of the way, because a bunch of these cards are going to get submitted into SBCs and sold to get money for Team of the Season, and that is a FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Club Tour. Now, I'm not going to go through every single individual card, because I have literally got hundreds of special cards. I'm going to pick out some of the more interesting ones, some of the ones we've used. I'm just going to I will show you all the cards, but I just want to pick out, you know, some certain ones. And we're going to start with the only two normal cards that I have left. These two still get in the team to this day, and it's simply because there's no replacing them. What you pay for a Neymar and an Mbappe, especially together, you are not getting a left winger and striker combo that's that good for that price. Simply not happening. Even though they're still normal cards, they're still two of the best players on the game. So Neymar, in 1,138 games, he's got 900 goal contributions. Don't look at the price that I paid for him, because it's quite upsetting. 818k. He's now less than 200. But I have had him for a long time, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And then Mbappe as well. He's got like, what's that, 2,600, 2,700 goal contributions in 1,132 games. 1,050k paid, and he is now... It's not even 500k. Between these two cards, it's not even 500k. What a disgrace, but what a duo these two are, even now. Anyway, let's get on to the special cards. So, like I said, we have got a lot of these to get through. I'm not going to go in depth into every card, just the more interesting ones. So, Manuel Neuer, one game in the random hybrid. That's all he's played, but he is the very first Team of the Year that I've packed, like, during the actual Team of the Year promo. So, it's a very special card to me. Shame I can't use him a bit more, but I don't ever really use Bundesliga, so he doesn't really get a look in. Next up, the GOAT, Lionel Messi, and I'm telling you, if you didn't do this SBC, you missed out. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. I can't remember exactly what it cost. But for a 96 Messi, I know it was cheap. And just look at the guy's goal contributions. 333 games, 495 goals, 396 assists. Insane from the GOAT. And he's just fun. Sometimes playing FIFA just isn't fun. And Messi makes it fun, I won't lie. So we're very happy we got the GOAT. Then up next, Lev Yashin. I can't remember what I packed him out of. I think it might have been a mid-icon pack. But at the time, I wasn't too happy about it. I was worried about him being 6'2". Shouldn't have been worried. Great card. I still use him in gold to this day. Probably still going to use him for a little while until we can get a really nice upgrade during Team of the Season. 9 assists as well. LB is a little bit broken at times. And yeah, we love him. And that pretty much does it for page 1. There's still some nice cards here. That Dybala, really good value SBC for the time. Ozil, very emotional. But a lot of these cards I simply just haven't used. Or I've used them a tiny little bit for the random hybrid, so I can't really say too much about them. Obviously, I didn't really like any of them that much, or else I'd use them more. So, page 1 pretty much done in the books. Page 2, anyone too interested here? Podolski, very emotional. The only reason I've used him was for icon swaps. Didn't really like him that much. 5-star skill moves was nice, but Podolski is an emotional card. And we did recently pack this Zambrotta, and I have put him into the team. I do really, really like him. I kind of wish I'd done the Icon Moments one now, but obviously I didn't, and this card's doing the job for me. No one else too interested here. A lot of them just haven't played. Look, one game. No games for Guendouzi, no games for Pastore, no games for Chicharito, no games for Pepe, but the reason he's here is 1, great dynamic, 2, got a lot of love for Pepe, very underrated centre-back, one of the best of his generation, and yeah, we love Pepe. So, on to page 3, and there's some more emotional cards on this page. Iron Robin. At the time, if you can remember, the choice of right wingers and right mids on the game was so bad. And then EA finally dropped this Robin card, and he got that link to Kleiber, which was just perfect. And he got a lot of run out in a lot of people's teams, mainly because of that link. That link, Kleiber and Robin, and then later on Leroy Fer. People love that. People love that. So, Iron Robin, even though he only had 2-star weak foot, very nice card. Enjoyed him. And also on this page is Seedorf. Another card I really enjoyed. Those of you that are OGs will remember I packed the baby Seedorf right at the start of FIFA 20 and he played a ton of games for me. And then pretty much the same thing happened again with this Seedorf. It took a little bit longer to pack him because it's the mid, and yeah, it just took longer. But 581 games played, over 600 goal contributions in that time. Really enjoy him. The rest of the cards on this page, I haven't really used too much. Benedetto, not used. Not used to Siglio, although I hear he's really good at centre-back. Not used Mandanda, 5-star skill moves. Jordi Alba has recently got into the team, and I quite like him, to be honest. A little bit small for a fullback, and I think his strength's only 62. But maybe if he can get some sort of flashback, maybe a special card. I don't know what he'll get, but it would be nice if he could. PK, haven't even used him. This is why I want to do the video, so I can sell the cards like this. I just don't need to have him. And Marquinhos, got a lot of use out of him, obviously. 643 games played, 52 goals, 195 assists. He's always played the more defensive role for me. Obviously, he is a centre-back by trade. Medium-high work rates. And at the time he was released, a really usable card. Obviously got links to Neymar and Mbappe. And yeah, bit outdated now, but really good for his time. So, on to page 4, and there's a couple players here that definitely deserve to be talked about. First off, Kenny Dalglish. 500 games, pretty much. And he basically got 500 goals and 500 assists. For a time, he was actually my favourite player on the game. I preferred him over Mbappe for a little while, purely because his finishing just seemed better. He seemed to just take chances better than Mbappe did. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. That's another one. I was a little bit gutted when I packed him. I didn't realise how good he was going to be. And looking back on it, it's a great pull. Next player on this page we've got to talk about is Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of people were not happy with this card. Only got 3-star weak foot. And it's mainly the damage to his shooting stats that people didn't like. But for me, you basically got a Cristiano Ronaldo who at the time of release, he was about 900,000 to 1 million coins on the Xbox. And this SBC was 300k. So you basically got Ronaldo with worse shooting for 300k. I thought it was a steal. An absolute steal, because Ronaldo's got a bunch of unique animations and this card had all of them still. So I don't know what people expected. But for me, and the cost of the SBC, thought it was great value. And the last person to talk about on this page is Todibo. For a little while there, one of my favourite centre-backs on this game. 4-star skill moves. Could still use him now, to be honest. I just prefer to use Kimpembe with Kera, because Kimpembe plays that left side, and he's left-footed. That's pretty much it. As for the rest of the page, not really used any of them. Zola makes me sick. Packed him genuinely 76 times this year, and I never want to pack him again, ever. Not even the icon moments. Stay away from me. In all honesty, he's not that bad. I ain't got any games played with this one, but I did have a bunch of games played with the baby before I traded him in. He's now gone. And yeah, the rest of the players on this page really haven't used. Used Cucurella and Renier a bit, but the worst versions of themselves to get these versions. Because if you remember, these were like objectives cards. You started with like an 82 or a 79, and you had to work your way up. But these two cards themselves, I've actually never used, so can't really comment. On to page 5, and this is a great page. 2 recent additions to the team, Renato Sanchez and Atal. Packed Atal, which was insane. Actually, my best pack pull for quite a while. 55 games, 17 goals, 13 assists. Low numbers, because I don't really use my wingers too much when it comes to scoring or assisting. I do everything through the middle, which is why Neymar's numbers were quite low. Renato Sanchez, arguably the best card on the game. Other than, like, you know, maybe a Hullet or something crazy. But this guy in your midfield is... I've just burped twice. I'm going to keep that in. I had to do a little jump cut there because I burped twice and I made myself laugh because I'm about 6. But Renato Sanchez, like I was saying, other than like some of the crazy icons on the game, this is one of the best cards on the game without a doubt. And if you didn't do him, you missed out. High, 4-star, 5-star. Great centre midfielder. Just great. And of course on this page as well, we have got the GOAT, Thiago Silva. I wasn't lucky enough to pack the Inform, but we did buy him right at the time he was out. Cost me 26k. If I wanted to sell him now, he is worth like 60-odd thousand coins. Of course we're not selling him, because he's the GOAT, and we keep hold of the GOAT. But nice to have him. Moreno, he's got a great picture. Alright, see, this is the only reason I've got him. Because he had a bandage around his head. I was like, I'm having that. I'm weird. And then Kimpembe, like I say, in the team now. 211k paid. Really like him, and if he gets the team of the season, which he should, it's going to be absolutely cracked. Then onto the next page. I've pretty much forgot what page we're on. Another 2 Thiago Silvas, the FUT Champs one, and the ones to watch. I've got 3 versions, including the Inform, of the exact same card. The stats are the very same on all three. Beautiful. We love to see it. Beckham, kept him. Have I ever even used him? Used him twice. If I remember, disgracefully slow. 75 pace for a winger. You wouldn't even get away with that at the beginning of the game. Disgusting. Houssam Aouar, really good card at the time. One of the best cams on the game at the time of his release. What's that? 500 goal contributions, 315 games. Loves to see it. Kleiber, best right back on the game for a while. Might even still be. I would probably still use him if I could, but I can't. So, this is what it is. And Kazawa. The only thing that annoys me about this card is the work rates. That medium-low, he never stays back. And the 4-star skill moves, I love it, but it's dangerous for me because I get cocky. And I start messing about with my left back. And I can see goals because I'm a twat. On to the next page. Again, I've just not used a lot of these players. I used Werner for a random hybrid. Kessie, I did use for a little while. I actually packed him when they were still in Europa League. Obviously, they got knocked out by Man United, which is a little bit of a shame because if he could have kept getting upgrades, he could have been cracked. But still, really good card. Haven't used Gundogan, really. Haven't used him. Haven't used him. Haven't used him. Haven't used him. Did use Luke Shaw. Bit slow. Honestly, just a bit slow. Really good link to Rashford, but that's pretty much it. That's all he's doing for you. Haven't used Rebic. Haven't used Connolly. Just a page of unused right there. And same goes for the next page, kind of. Chilwell, very emotional card. We love you, Ben Chilwell. We just love you. Sambia, used him for a little while. Not a bad card, but Pac Zambrotta, so he is now out of the team. Bernardeschi, one I really do want to use because I actually really like his normal card. Anytime I had to do Serie A objectives and I had to use normal Bernardeschi, really enjoyed it. So I don't know why I haven't given that card a try yet. Kera, like I said, recently got him. Great centre-back. It's a shame he didn't get his upgrade, especially since PSG went through. But it turns out they had to win that game on the night. I thought maybe if they went through, they'd get the upgrade, but it's not how it worked, sadly. Lacazette was alright for a while. Bellerin, an objective card. Lucas, this was an expensive SBC when he was first released, but I'm glad I did it. I still use him as a sub now. Got the 4-star, 4-star. He's very quick. Feels really quick. And considering he's come off the bench a lot, those are decent numbers, I think. And Blessy, just never used. And then onto the next page. This Emerson, the only card I want to talk about on this page, I think, pretty much. Yeah. This Emerson, I never really used him when I got him. And then the other day in a game of Foot Champs, I brought him on in centre mid. I was losing by 3 goals. He scored a hat-trick to take it to extra time. Ended up winning the game. And I've used this Emerson as a sub since. Great card. If you've got him kicking about your club, put him on your bench and you can use him at centre mid. So good. And barring him, haven't really used anyone on this page. Except for Dallo. I mean, he's alright. He was a link to Ronaldo. Only reason he got in, even for a while. Then onto this page of players. Don't really remember using any of these cards. I did use Talisca as a bit for a sub. It came out, obviously, he's a Rule Breakers card. So he was a very, very early game card. Couldn't get him in the actual team, so I just had to bring him on as a sub. 4-star, 4-star. At the time, I do remember him being good, but obviously not really too much use now. Then Adama Traore. This is kind of the same thing. I did him. He was an SBC. Never got a run in the main team, but I've always brought him off the bench, and he is just lightning quick. He's just so useful as a sub. But yeah, other than that, none of these players have really been used. On to the next page. I have not used a single one of these, I don't think. I've used Dumfries a little bit, but then they dropped Kleiber, so I can't really even remember what he was like. You see, I just don't even want to look at him. Don't even want to see his face. I have packed this guy so many times out of party bags, and yeah, it's just PTSD. Let's not talk about it. This page, not used a single one of them, I don't think. I think Chiesa for the Fanta squad, yeah, but that is about it. Maybe Redmond as well for the Fanta squad. Not used any of the rest. I have used Renato. I don't know what that noise was about, but I have used Renato. For his time, again, really good card. What's he worth now? What is Renato Sanchez worth? Nothing. Next to nothing. But for his time, a really good centre mid. I'm sure he still would be, to be honest. Still a really usable centre mid. But most people, if you're interested in using Renato Sanchez, you probably did the foot birthday, so it is what it is. Osimhen, I did use him for a little while, right at the beginning. I actually got him in the Wants to Watch pack for the Wants to Watch pack for pre-order in the game. 3-star scale moves is a bit of a killer. And Philip Foden, my late best friend's favourite player. Rest in peace, Adam. We love you. And Phil Foden's actually not bad on the game. You know, 3 games played, 6 goals. He truly ain't that bad. Other than that, not used any of them. Same with this page. I don't think I've played a single game. Oh, who was that 3 with? Oh yeah, Fantasy Squad for Demirel. Other than that, haven't played a game of any of them. Same goes for that page. Okay, we're getting to the real crap now. Couple of hero cards here. Marshall. Let's just get to the silver stars at this point. So here's the silver, well, a bunch of the silver cards, you know, the silver star or whatever silvers they are. Got a bunch of these, obviously. The only time I ever use these is to get the new silver star. And that is pretty much it. I don't really have anything to say about any of them. I just got them. I've collected them. I've hoarded them. Like I say, this is what it's all about. Doing this reminds me of like collecting match attacks and stuff. So it's the main reason I do it. Bunch of the FUT birthday ones, which were quite nice. Obviously, all got 5-star skills, which is lovely. And really nice card design as well. And a silver man of the match. But I think that is pretty much it. It is. The club is absolutely stacked. Like I told you. One last little scan through. Not really going to stop and talk about any of the players. But you can just see page after page after page of special cards. And that's why I wanted to do this video. What I'm going to do, literally, after I finish recording this, is sell the tradable ones, get them gone, and then, you know, the rest of them can be used in SBCs during Team of the Season, because there's going to be a lot of guaranteed Team of the Season packs, so these players are going to be very, very useful for that. And finally, just to show you, I went onto the transfer market section, set the parameter to special, and skipped right to the final page, and we have got 32 pages of special cards. Yes, that does include CONMEBOL and Champions League, so knock off a few pages for that. But 32 pages of special cards. That's how stacked the club is. So we've got a lot of stuff to sell, a lot of stuff to trade in for SBCs. And yeah, that is the club tour. Nice to finally get it out of the way. And real quickly, I will just show you the main team. Did put in Zambrotta, like I said. Really enjoying the team at the moment. Obviously, there is going to be some big changes, like, through Team of the Season. Not many of the players will survive it. Messi will probably survive it. Maybe Renato Sanchez will survive it. But that's about it. Maybe Yashin, I guess. But once Team of the Season's finished, the club is going to look a lot different, and the team is going to look a lot different. And I will be sure to update you after Team of the Season. Anyway, boys, that is going to do it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to drop a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you boys again in the next one. Cheers, boys.